Hi grade 8s and welcome to day 2 of Poetry Week. Today we're going to be taking a look at the haiku. Right, a haiku is a traditional form of Japanese poetry and it consists of 3 lines only. Not 2 lines, not 4 lines, only 3 lines. The first and last line of a haiku has 5 syllables and the middle line, being the second line, has 7 syllables. The lines of a haiku, meaning each sentence in a haiku, rarely rhymes. Just to recap the number of syllables in each line, your first line has to have 5 syllables, your second line has to have 7 syllables, and your last line also has to have 5 syllables, the same as your first line. Let's just recap on what a syllable is, right? So a syllable is a part of a word pronounced as a unit. It is usually made up of a vowel alone or a vowel with one or more consonants. Remember, your vowels is A, E, I, O, U, and your consonants is all the remaining letters in the alphabet. The word haiku, for example, has 2 syllables, hai and ku, to make up the word haiku. So basically, a syllable is taking one word and breaking it up into individual parts. So let's have a look at a couple examples. The word poetry has 3 syllables, po-we-tree. If we take the word syllable itself, the word syllable has 3 syllables, syllable. The word consonant, consonant, has 3 syllables. The word introduction, introduction, has 4 syllables. Right, so basically what I find is an easy way to find out how many syllables is in a word is to clap while you're saying the word, and the number of claps is usually the number of syllables in the word. There are some exceptions, there are a few trickier words, but usually if you go by this clap rule, if we can call it that, it's usually a good way to find out how many syllables are in a word, right? Okay, so let's take a look at an example of a haiku. The theme that we're going to go with is what am I? So here's an example. Green and speckled legs hop on logs and lily pads, splash in cool water. Before we have a look at what this object or what this thing is, right, let's take a look at the number of syllables in each line, right? So you can see I've put them here for you nicely. You can see in the first line, if you add the number of syllables up, it has 5 syllables. The second line has 7 syllables, and the last line also has 5 syllables, right? So you can clearly see that this haiku has stuck with the rule of 5, 7, and 5 syllables, right, in the first, second, and third lines. So let's have a look. What am I? What do you think this could be? The first line gives us a clue of this thing's color, so we know we're dealing with a green object. The second line, we know that this object or this thing now hops, and they hop on logs and lily pads, right? And they splash in cool water. So this thing lives in water. What could this possibly be? In this haiku, it is very clear that they are talking about or describing a frog. Right. So a haiku is considered to be more than a type of poem. It is a way of looking at the physical world and seeing something deeper. So you're now going to take the theme of what am I, and you're going to write your own haiku, right? So you're going to choose something around you, something that you can see in your bedroom, or something that inspires you, and you're going to write your own haiku, right, without actually mentioning that object or that thing or that person in your haiku, right, based on the theme of what am I. So the aim is to write a haiku that follows the rule of first line 5 syllables, second line 7 syllables, and third line 5 syllables, right? And provides clues, you could say, about the object or person or thing that you are referring to in your haiku. So do your best to think of something or to choose a topic or subject that is original and something that has a meaning to you. It's always good to write about something that's important to you because you can relate to that topic. All right, so let's give it a shot.